saying welcome to Howard Deal with Woodson Senior High School, class of 2022's graduation. At this time, when we have Felice Mace, please come over to sing, and would everyone please stand for the Star Spangled Banner. Someone told her differently. She's supposed to be over there. Someone told you. You're supposed to go over there, baby. Come over there.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, all the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets wriggling, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
At this time, we will have Mr. Novon Lee to give our welcome.
Good morning, all. My name is Novon Lee, and I'm salutatorian of the 50th graduating class of H.D. Woodson Senior High School, the class of 2022. I would like to welcome our keynote speaker, Mr. Holcomb, our central office staff, I.S. Martin, and our H.D. Woodson Warrior staff, family, and friends. Today is a very special day as we get to witness many successful graduates walk across the stage. These last 4 years have not been easy for us, from dealing with COVID and virtual learning to adapting back into a physical school environment. But we have persevered. We have shown up, we have maintained a positive attitude, and we have given the underclassmen something to look forward to. My biggest takeaway from this entire experience is learning that there's a time and place for everything and to not be afraid of being different. I would like to thank some staff who have guided me along the way. Ms. Folks, Ms. April Murray, Ms. Sanchez, Ms. Bruce, Ms. Shell, and Ms. Stewart. Thank you all for helping me learn life lessons outside of just the books. I can't forget to thank the most important person in my life who helped me through thick and thin, all trials and tribulations. My best friend, she's my guide, my protector, my mother, Lakeisha Lee. With all that being said, I can't express how proud I am of us, each and every one of us. the class of 2022, which will forever have a space in my heart. Thank you, and I wish you all the best in your future endeavors.
At this time, I will introduce our platform guests. Principal of H.D. Woodson Senior High School, Mr. Massey. Our instructional superintendent, Dr. Martin. Class of 2022, please stand. To our assistant principal, Miss Amanda Schmidt, 12th grade. Miss Ebony Rose Thompson. Miss Fox. Senior class advisor. Our dynamic guidance counselor, Miss Ernice Stewart. And our speaker of the hour, who will come in a minute, Mr. Tyrell Holcomb. At this time, class of 2022, you may be seated. At this time, we will have our valedictorian address by Mr. Philip Bonanni.
Thank you. Greetings, family, administrators, mentors, and graduating class of 2022. Thank you for being here. It's an honor to represent the 2022 class of H.D. Woodson. Well, graduating seniors, after many, many years, we are finally here. This is the moment we've all been waiting for, and each and every one of you should be proud. Not just that you made it here, but that you worked your way up to this point. Now that you've got over a decade of school out of the way, you can now retire from a career that you were forced into. But most importantly, you've gotten through the prologue of your life. Now you're getting into the story. I want to take a moment to thank all of the people who have been here with me at school from day one until now. These people include Ms. Folks, Mr. Fuller, Ms. Thompson, Ms. John, Mr. T, Ms. Stewart, and Ms. Otley. I have a whole lot more to say about each and every one of them, but by the time I'm done with that, the next school will already be outside waiting for us to finish. So, with the limited time I do have, I want to thank all of them as well as all of the staff for being an amazing support team for me and my peers throughout our 4 years here. I also want to thank Jocelyn, security guard, for saving my house keys multiple times. Now, since we have been in school, our class has had many unique experiences, the biggest one being COVID. COVID was a surreal experience because I know we never thought we would experience such an event like this in our lives, let alone while we were still in school. Then before we knew it, boom, world pandemic, stay at home, and Zoom fatigue. But the bright side was we didn't have to get up at 6 in the morning to get ready to drag ourselves to school. Despite the downsides and upsides, we still got through it. Not a single one of you guys gave up, and you persevered through all of the technical issues. And I know from personal experience, there were quite a few. I remember when we had to stay home for the first time because of COVID, and I had to get accustomed to this platform called Canvas, and it was definitely a learning curve, but I managed. And before COVID, I didn't even know there was such a thing as Canvas, so I had to adapt, and then I went with the flow, and eventually I got into a comfortable routine that got me to the point that I'm at now. Now, the reason I'm here today isn't only because I managed to get good grades all 4 years, but it's also because I persevered through the challenges I was faced with. In fact, my whole high school journey so far has been overcoming challenges. That includes things as small as distractions to things as big as COVID. When I was a kid, my father taught me that when there was a problem, you improvised and you made up a solution to solve that problem. And that advice has always stuck with me to this day. When an issue showed up that was out of my control, I simply tried my best to adapt to the situation. Of course, my family, the Benominees, has also given me the motivation to overcome these challenges, and that motivation was to represent the Benominees. So my takeaway is, when something doesn't go exactly as planned, you come up with a solution. And I challenge you all to continue adapting to any changes and to find any means necessary to overcome the challenges after high school, just like you and I did to get to this point. Thank you, and congratulations, class of 2022.
Next, we will have a selection by the H.D. Woodson Senior High School Choir.
It's over now. I feel like I can make it. The storm is over now.
No more cloudy days. They're all gone away. I feel like I can make it. The storm is over now. Can you help me say? Cloudy days. They're all gone. They're all gone away. I feel like I can make it. The storm is over now. If I walk alone,
Next, we will have the introduction of our commencement speaker by Ms. Anaya Gaffney.
Commissioner Tyrell M. Holcomb is a fourth-generation Washingtonian and proud alumnus of H.D. Woodson Senior High School. He furthered his education at Washington Bible College and the University of the District of Columbia. A devoted godfather, uncle, activist, change agent, and minister, his legacy of service and community work began as a participant of the Marion Barry Youth Leadership Institute. He go on to serve as youth mayor of the District of Columbia and chair of the DC Youth Advisory Council. Defying the odds of a broken home, poverty, and an absentee father, he learned the value of mentorship, service, and being a change maker. Over the years, he served as a mentor to many and on various local boards. In 2016, he ran for advisory neighborhood commissioner in his beloved Ward 7, carrying 44% of the vote. Since taking office in 2017, he's been a progressive voice in Ward 7, serving the constituency of the Minnesota Avenue downtown Ward 7 corridor, championing advocacy for jobs, economic development, public safety, responsive government, equity in education, an equitable healthcare system east of the river, eliminating Ward 7's food desert, and issues affecting youth and seniors. Since 2018, he served as chair of ANC 7F. Under his leadership, the commission has put over $100,000 toward community initiatives, grants, and scholarships, and negotiated over $500,000 in community benefit investment funds. Of note is his work to hold Safeway accountable for their Ward 7 stores and his advocacy in opposing a Church's Chicken from opening on Minnesota Avenue. His unwavering commitment to public service is evident through his current work in nonprofit leadership, as he currently led advocacy efforts for Don't Mute My Health, a movement in DC to reclaim community health from outside influences and interests. When not fighting to end food injustice or working for his constituents, Commissioner Holcomb enjoys a good run in his neighborhood and rooting on his hometown sports teams. Most importantly, he is dedicated to building a hashtag Safe R7 for all who live, work, shop, or worship in Ward 7. Thank you.
Good afternoon. All right, I like call and response. Good afternoon. Thank you so very much for this opportunity to be here. Back at home at H.D. Woodson to celebrate the class of 2022, the 50th graduating class of the Howard Dearworth Woodson Senior High School. I've got to admit, I'm nervous and humbled at the same time for this opportunity. I always thought that if I ever had the opportunity to come back home to be a commencement speaker, I would be in my 50s. And to be a part of the 50th graduating class is truly a humbling opportunity. To Principal Massey, Ms. Thompson-Myers, our state board member, representatives from our chancellor's office, and the staff of H.D. Woodson, thank you for this opportunity. More importantly, to the graduating class of 2022, congratulations. Having a support system is critically important. You don't get here, you did not get here alone. You have a tribe in your corner. Some of them are here with gifts, and I hope they are cards that have money in them. Some of them have balloons, and some of them have a good eye to take pictures like my nephew does. They're gonna take your pics for the gram. But they're more so here because they love you and they support you. Again, they're your tribe, your parents, your grandparents, your siblings, your aunties, your uncles. Class of 2022, can you celebrate your tribe? All right, so I recognize I'm the last person that's standing in between you all and the reason we're here today, your diplomas, and I promise we're gonna cut through the short way up the field. I'm just gonna drop a couple of gems for you. As an alumnus of the class of 2006, a proud alumnus, I long dreamed that I would be a warrior. Much to the dismay of my mom at the time, it was a dream come true the day I got to walk through the halls of H.D. Woodson. The swagger, the pride, the tradition, I had made it. I was a part of the H.D. Woodson. And when we say the, there's a swagger that's behind even saying the. When you say the, that means there is no other next to it. More importantly, as you graduate today, you're going to be standing on the shoulders of the H.D. Woodson. And for those of you who are here today that may be graduates of H.D. Woodson, you know a lot of this history. But for those of you that don't know, and even you in the graduating class that may not know, H.D. Woodson was a resident who lived in Ward 7. He's one of our ancestors. He was one of the very few black architects in our city. He had a hand in designing Union Station, and he was a part of a black-owned architecture firm that owned one of the only African-American theme parks we as black people could go that was right in Ward 7. So when you graduate today, there's a heritage that you walk into. There's a standard that's already been set for you. And we expect that you'll take that standard and raise the bar even higher. The reality is that you can be anything you want to be. More than just a student getting their diploma. More than an athlete. More than an entertainer. You can dream big. Change that. You must dream big. Never let anyone shrink or minimize your dream. The reality is you have a God-given right. And once you get your diploma today, you'll have the inalienable right to be a warrior. Whether you're going straight to college, whether you're going to the armed forces, whether you're going straight to work, whether you're taking a gap year, remember this. You now have a mandate. Now, I can't tell you once you graduate, everything is going to be peachy cream. My mother didn't talk to me for almost a month after I graduated. She's right over there. She was upset because I made a decision that was best for me at the time. Every decision you make in life, folks may not agree with. But you got to know within yourself that you're making the best decision that's best for you. Because one day you're going to look up and you won't be 18 anymore. You won't be under your mother's roof anymore. You'll have real life responsibilities to handle if you don't already have them at this moment. And you'll have to make decisions that are best for you and those that are following behind you. So I can't tell you again it's going to be peachy cream, but I will tell you this much. All things will work together for your good. And we often hear that quoted so many times. People say it, we say it so cliche-ish. Even in the toughest moments in life, we came in a pandemic, we're still in the midst of a pandemic, and all things are going to work together. We've lost friends, we've lost loved ones, we lost time, some of us gained weight, some of us lost weight. But when you understand what that word together means, it's a Greek word. When you pull back the layer of it, it's a Greek word called synergeo. It's where we get the word synergy from. And all it means is that the bad that you may encounter in your life will collide with the good in your life, and it'll all work for you. So in the moments that get tough in your life, remember that together. In the moments where it gets rough in your life, remember that together. In the moments where you want to quit, remember that. Say it with me, together. You're here, sitting where you're sitting, preparing to walk across this stage because there's a spirit of a warrior that's on the inside of you. Those with this spirit of the warrior, they sense fear, but they understand that fear is just false evidence that appears real. And so they charge every moment and every day of their lives knowing that fear cannot hold them back. They have the courage, they have the confidence that they can conquer anything. You're here today because you've conquered what's already been before you. So move from this day taking action that even though the outcome may be uncertain, but you have that spirit of the warrior on the inside of you. The last three nuggets I want to leave with you. If you remember nothing that I've given you today, I want you to remember these three things. Number one, never lose your will. W-I-L-L. You will encounter moments in life that may seem impossible, but your will has to be stronger than the opposition you are presented. But you also have to understand that life is like a wheel, W-H-E-E-L. And that wheel in life at moments changes and it bends and it turns, but oftentimes it always gets better. You got to always be evolving, always getting better, always reading, always finding somebody who you can pour into, always finding a young person who you can mentor. Number two, never feel you can't win. I got to admit, Lil Baby is my favorite rapper. One of my favorite songs to listen to when I go for a run is All In. And I love the part of the song where he says, I'm LeBron in the crunch time. There's no holding me. Nobody can hold you back from reaching the goals that you want to reach in your life but you. No circumstance, no obstacle, no gun violence, no decision that's made in our government can hold you back but you. And you got to have that mentality that in the crunch time, there's no holding me. The last thing I want to leave with you is never waver. Never quit. Even if it feels gloomy, know that somewhere there's a bright side. Somewhere the sun is shining. Somewhere on the other side of where you may be in that particular moment, it comes and it does what? Works together. There's that word again. For you. There was a young man who was learning how to drive for the first time. His granddad takes him on the highway. They get on the beltway. They're driving up the beltway. They get on the beltway. They make their way down the beltway. It starts raining. It starts raining, and they go past the exit. And the young man says, Granddad, we went past our exit, and it's raining outside, and I'm getting a little nervous. The granddad said, keep driving. Keep going. Don't stop. It starts to rain, y'all. It goes from a little drizzle to a slight downpour. It's raining. It's raining cats and dogs. It's raining bad. Visibility is bad. Granddad, it's raining real bad now. I'm really, really scared now. We missed the exit already. Can we pull over? Granddad says, keep driving. Comfortably sitting in the passenger seat, Granddad says, keep driving. Don't stop. Don't quit. They keep driving, and now SUVs are pulling over. The tractor trailers are pulling over. Everybody done got off the road, and they're still going up the road. Granddaddy, the young driver, nervous driver says, SUVs done pulled over. It's raining hard. I can't see. The tractor trailers done pulled over, and we've missed the exit. And the granddad said, keep driving. Don't stop. Don't quit. They keep driving, and eventually they move out of the rain. They move out of the rain, and all of a sudden it's sunny again. It gets sunny again, and Granddad says, now you can pull over. The grandson looked at Granddaddy and said, why am I pulling over now? He said, get out of the car. They get out the car. He says, I want you to look back. They looked back, and they saw all the SUVs, all the ATVs, all of the big wheelers. They saw all of them still stuck in the storm. And the granddad said to the grandson, because you kept going, you weathered the storm. And I want to tell the graduating class of 2022, you weathered the storm because you kept going. Congratulations.
Mr. Holcomb, can you please come back to the stage? Because you are a warrior true and true, we gave you a book bag that has a lot of Woodson Warrior stuff in there. We thank you so much. Next, we will have Principal Massey with remarks.
All right. Greetings to our H.G. Woodson guests, our H.D. Woodson family, our H.D. Woodson staff, and most importantly, our VIPs, the H.D. Woodson class of 2022. They say when it rains on ceremonial occasions, it's a sign of the showering of blessings and good luck. Class of 2022, success looks great on you. What a momentous occasion it is to be standing before each of you today. I remember you all walking in as first day warriors in your 9th grade year. I remember the bright eyes and big smiles that you all came in with. Those initial days are forever engraved into my heart and in my mind. Similar to the very first moments I met you all, today is a moment where I can't help but to think of your potential and all the possibilities that life will bring your way. Scholars, there is great work to be done in the life ahead. The work that I'm speaking of is walking in and fulfilling your purpose. With this type of work, there's only one you who is going to do it. You are the person for the job. Your family, your friends, and your future encounters are counting on you to live and excel in your purpose. Each year, I provide a principal's message, and I spend the last quarter of the school year drafting that message through a collection of lessons that spoke to me throughout the school year. My hope is that my words help fuel your life's purpose. So if you don't know, sometimes your principal talks to himself. I talk to myself to get through perplexed situations. Sometimes when I'm really perplexed about something, I find myself talking to the experience and or the objects of that experience. Now, of course, they don't talk back to me. One morning, I was getting ready to come into work. I picked out my shirt, placed it on the ironing board, but when I put it onto the ironing board and applied the iron to the shirt, no steam came out of the iron and the wrinkles were not coming out of the iron. I tapped the iron. It still was cold to the touch. So I said to myself, I'm not going to get mad. I'm going to go feed the dogs, and when I get back, the iron should be ready. I get back to the iron. I place it on the shirt again. Same result. I still see wrinkles on the shirt, no steam coming out of the iron. So now I'm getting frustrated because I know if I'm not out the door by a certain time, I'm going to have traffic. I'm going to run into all types of traffic on the way to school. So I say to the iron, why aren't you working? I looked down to check to see if it was plugged up, and it was plugged up. So I said, let me change to a different source outlet to see if the iron would work, and it did. Nothing was wrong with the iron. The iron was not working at first because the source it was connected to was not giving it any power. Class of 2022, friends, families, and guests, when you are plugged into sources that no longer emit power to your life's purpose, you'll need to think wisely about how and when you choose to connect and internalize. There will be people and things that come into your life that have no purpose but to be a distractor from you being on your life's path. Those are sources that you must exercise strong discernment as to how you choose to engage. Choosing how to engage with life experiences and the people who come into your life, both good or bad, is seen best through the analogy of the coffee bean and the egg. Now, I'm not sure if you heard of this before, but the egg hardens to its environment. Very simple concept. When at a boiling temperature, you place the egg in the pot, the contents of the egg harden. The temperature of the water coming to a boil with the coffee bean has a much different effect. In fact, the coffee bean has more of an effect on the boiling water than the boiling water has on it. See, the coffee bean, when it comes to a boil, it emits its innermost contents and causes the water to change in color. The aroma of the coffee fills the air, resetting our sense of smell. Class of 2022, life's experiences are going to throw you some serious curveballs. And when you have two choices, you can harden yourself like the egg, which is appropriate sometimes, but not all the time. But more times than not, you should be like the coffee bean and use those tough experiences to bring about productive change for your own life and those who come into contact with you. The world is much larger than you. We all have an obligation to make it a better place. So if you've been following along, I gave you 2 pointers. Plug into sources that emit power and the energy necessary for you to fulfill your purpose. And on your journey of fulfilling your purpose, do not let life harden the good stuff inside of you. Use your life experiences to unlock the treasures within you to bring about productive change in your life and the world around you. Class of 2022, I am so proud of you, and I know you all are going to go on and do amazing things. You spent some of the last few months counting down the days, and so have we. But as you enter life after high school, and I encourage you to make the days count. Much love, class of 2022. We will miss you dearly. We are here if you need us. And remember, once a warrior, oh, that's right, that's right. It's been a pleasure serving as your principal. Thank you.
Next, we will have Ms. Ernice Stewart and Ms. Amanda Schmidt to do awards.
You have them. This is backwards. I stapled it that way, and you can start. I told myself I wasn't going to cry, but Navon already had me crying. So please bear with us as we acknowledge some special awards for some of our students and staff. First, we're going to start with our NAF engineering student who is being acknowledged for educational excellence. She's an amazing, well-rounded scholar. She fiercely takes on opportunities and completes them with excellence and integrity. She plays almost every sport at Woodson and still has to offer and maintain high academic excellence. Yanni, Ayana Hall, come on, baby. And as she's coming, I also want to tell you that we give away a student athlete award, and it's determined by the school for a varsity athlete who has been an asset to her team, the sport, while maintaining academic excellence. And not only is she getting award for NAF, she is also getting the student athlete award. She is considered a quiet storm. She can be described as a model student, and she has played almost every sport at HD, including basketball, volleyball, football, softball, swimming, bowling, track, and field.
All right, good afternoon, everybody. Our next award is for the NAF Career and Technical Education Excellence Award. This award is going to one of our NAF IT computer science scholars. He is a young man who is very driven, dependable, humble, and academically focused. He has shown leadership in our computer science classroom through his academic achievements, leading several projects, supporting his peers, and representing our Woodson community at various school events. This young man consistently seeks out opportunities for both personal and professional development and has developed a solid network industry of professionals. He certainly has represented our IT Academy to its fullest. Congratulations to Mr. Marquise Green.
For him. Yeah. Take it.
Marquise is unable to be with us tonight, but we'll be giving this to his family.
Next, we have the NAFT Career and Technical Education of Excellence Award for Digital Media. One of the most driven scholars in our digital media pathway. She exemplifies excellence in leadership. This young lady has only excelled in the classroom, but has found success outside the classroom using her digital medias in her own personal business. Her internal desire for success and intrinsic motivation just describes her beyond her years, and that's why she is being recognized today. Tanzania Kennedy.
All right, our next award is for our Exceptional English Language Learner Award. This has been determined by several of our staff members. This student is exceptional and has demonstrated both achievement going above and beyond to achieve despite several roadblocks, barriers, and challenges. This student has gone above and beyond to learn a new language, a new culture, and also accomplish all academic requirements. This student has a great attitude and is consistently responsible and has great attendance. Congratulations to Rayvon Hyman.
Congratulations. Next, we will have our Principal's Achievement Award. This award was selected directly by our principal, Mr. William Massey. This scholar is one of the few who completed more than the required community service hours before they were waived. He was very active during his 9th through 11th grade years, participating in football, basketball, and selected as one of our student representatives for the Chancellor's Advisory Board for the district. This young man also took non-credit bearing classes during the summer at Emory and Harvard, and he is one of our top 10 scholars. Give a clap for Donovan McClain.
All right, our next award is for our Most Improved Student. This is a student who has shown tremendous growth and has defied the odds throughout his entire senior year. If we look back on his track record from 9 through 12, we have seen tremendous, tremendous growth. This student has personality, energy, and enthusiasm, and he also killed it at the prom with his style. Our award for the Most Improved Student goes to Mr. Joshua Banks.
Next, we will acknowledge our student selected for the Citizenship Award. This is a student who best represents the class, the school, the community with pride, could be considered a role model. I'd like to share a brief story about this young man. This school year, in the hallway, when he thought no one was watching, there was another peer distraught and was about to get disheveled. He walked over to the pier. One of our administrators was watching, out of sight, assisted this person, walked them to class, made sure they were okay, and then went on to handle his business with no acknowledgement, no recognition, didn't come to another staff member for help, and made sure that their peer was all right for the remainder of the day. And most importantly, he did this when no one was watching, and he didn't get anything for it. This is a mark of someone with good character and good citizenship. This scholar was also very active during high school, participating in basketball, football, internships, college summit, and the art club. Give it up for Javah Wright. Well-deserving young man. Step in the same shirt. This is personal. Mine already went down there, so I'm gonna do this. Next, we have the Leadership Award. It's determined by the school for a student who exemplifies leadership, extracurricular participation, strong character, and good judgment. This award goes to an amazing, charismatic young man with proven academics and athletic skills. He is astute, resourceful, strong-minded, and tenacious. He has been on the principal's honor roll all throughout high school and was our varsity quarterback. He has been an active participant and leader in basketball, football, baseball, track and field. He was our senior class advisor. He's in the National Honor Society, and he is a very well-rounded young man. Not only is he getting our leadership award, he is also our salutatorian for the class of 2022 with the second highest GPA, Navon Lee.
Our next award is for our valedictorian. Our valedictorian has the highest GPA of our graduating class. It has been a pleasure to get to know this young man, and he has a notable passion for learning and sharing his knowledge with others. While at Woodson, he earned the principal's honor roll every single term. He's a member of the swim team, the robotics team. He was selected as one of the student representatives on our chancellor's advisory board for the district. He participated in dual enrollment, earning college credits while attending high school, and is an active participant in our NAF digital media program. He credits filming football games at school functions for sparking his passion and his talent for filmmaking, which he plans to pursue after he leaves us here and goes to college. He is a high-functioning, intelligent, methodical, and good-natured human being. Congratulations to our valedictorian, Philip Bonanimi.
The next two awards are really special for the class and to our senior team. We have an Inspirational Educator Award, an educator who inspires and loves, a love for learning, is compassionate, pushes our students, and wraps her arms around them. This staff member is like a mother and an aunt to several of our students. She is reliable, dedicated, and takes on last-minute directives and volunteers her time endlessly to make sure things happen for our students. She doesn't require a lot of attention or accolades. She is one who wants to make sure that everyone has what they need. This is Miss Vivian Strong. Ethan, she says she loves you too. And now we have a special acknowledgement award. This is for someone who is loved, valued, and appreciated by the entire Woodson community. She sets high expectations. She's compassionate. She's deliberate in her actions, and she has a guided hand not only for our students, but our staff. She is a dynamic leader with 10 years of experience in education, a first-generation college graduate herself, and a mother of 3 dynamic, energetic boys. This is her 4th and final year at H.D. Woodson High School. She has made a remarkable difference in our community, and she will be truly missed. We jokingly say she is my sister from another mother. And this is a gift that we want to give to her from the class of 2022, directly to you, Miss Amanda Schmidt. It reads, in gratitude and appreciation to Amanda Schmidt, Assistant Principal, thank you for your commitment and dedication to the students and staff of H.D. Woodson High School. Once a warrior, always a warrior.
I love y'all. And no, I don't have any more waters, so please stop asking. Or snacks. So our final award, I would like to bring up the amazing and talented Miss Ebony Rose Thompson.
Whew. Sorry, I didn't know Miss Smith was leaving, so I'm a little shook. Congratulations to the graduates. My name is Ebony Rose Thompson. I have the pleasure and the privilege of serving as the Ward 7 State Board of Education representative. I also serve as the vice president of the board this year, which means not only do I go to like all of the high school graduations, but like this is like our Super Bowl because we're excited for you. I came to service really through my grandmother. Her name is Constance Thompson, and she passed away last year. I'm telling you that not because I think you should be sad today. I'm telling you that because I have the privilege of being loved and supported by her. I have the privilege of her modeling service for me, and I had the privilege of her showing me what a village looked like. My grandmother actually was the person who gave us money to pay for our books when we went to college. She was also the person who had the wisdom to send my aunt, who was a graduate of the H.D. Woodson first graduating class, Tower of Power. She had that kind of wisdom. Oh, thank you, she's awesome too. But I tell you that because what I learned from her was that you continue to pay it forward. And so my family has chose to honor her legacy, not because I'm the state board rep, but because it's just what we do, by giving a $500 book scholarship to a young person from H.D. Woodson. When I reached out to the staff and I said, just give me somebody you believe in, because someone once told me, luck is when preparation meets opportunity. Give me someone's prepared, and I want to give them an opportunity. They gave me the name of Cabana Ward. I understand Ms. Ward will be attending the Virginia State University in the fall. I do not have a plaque for her today, but I will run her a check. Thank you.
All right. So, I have one quick announcement before we start this. Families and parents, we ask that you stay in your seats. You can cheer from your seats, but don't come onto the floor. When it's time for the graduates to exit, they're going to exit back this way, and they'll meet you out front. Do not come onto the floor, okay? We still want to continue the ceremony. All right. And so, Dr. Martin is going to come up with us today. And now, by the power vested in me by the Mayor of the District of Columbia, Muriel Bowser, and by the Chancellor of the District of Columbia Public Schools, Louis Farabee, I hereby certify that the 101 members of the class of 2022 have completed the requirements for graduation from Howard Dilworth Woodson Senior High School.
Principal Massey, it is my pleasure to accept the class. On behalf of Mayor Bowser and Chancellor Farabee, I enthusiastically accept the class of 2022 from H.D. Woodson Senior High School. Congratulations, class of 2022.
Ladies and gentlemen, the class of 2022 from Howard Dilworth Woodson Senior High School.
Put it this way so they can. Yes, I present to you the class of 2022, Mr. Ethan Lane, Novon Lee, Philip Bononomy, Anaya Gaffney, Jada Champ, Anisha Wright, Spirit Tolan, Ayana Hall, Anitra Harrington. Dwayne Artist. DeJuan Brown. Makai McClendon Perry. Lovely Burton. Stephanie Woolen. Samaya Chandler. Donovan McLean. Felice Mace. Michaela Peden. Ebony Smith. Imani Smith. Adriana Young. Trinaya Sandy. Andre Butler. Tana Ruff. Shania Lowry. Deion Ray Jr. Ronald Word. Marnice Clark. Aviante Quarles. Amari Smith. Anaya Wainwright. Micaiah Tate. Cameron Houston. Omar Satterfield. Jalea Moses. Brianna Peterson. Rayvon Hyman. Dakota Casey. Milan Jones. Leanna Brown. Janai Nelson. Tyra Ferguson. Davon Miller. Courtney Cole. Marcarius Brooks. Joshua Banks. Kayon Brown. Trayvon Anderson. Javah Wright. Corey Curtis. Ayana Campbell. Tydria Robertson. Jeanette Smith. Philip May. Lionel Tate. Jakayla Oliver. Baby, Ricky Farr. Ari Arad. Denasia Jackson. Isaiah Williams. Natalia Gibbons. Jayshawn Thompson. Ziona Terrell. Andre Fisher. Romano Flowers. Where's your card? Javon Anderson. Josiah Young. Karan Redfield. Marcellus Armstrong. DeAndre Purvis. Darren Rogers. Deborah Scott. Tanzania Kennedy. Shatia Thomas. Kaylin Lee. Damari Whitaker. Jordan Brody, Javon Sade, Rashard Spencer, Elijah Lewis, Fred Harrell, Amari Thomas, Taisha Edwards, Reginald Jackson, Daquan Childs, Christian Ragley, Dexarion Jackson, Nigel McNett, Dante Johnson, Byron Whitley, Amari Payne, the class of 2022, H.D. Woodson Senior High School.
All right, graduates, please repeat after me. I state your name. All right, let's try this again. When I say state your name, you say your name, all right? I state your name. Do solemnly affirm to faithfully fulfill my duties as a graduate of the Howard Dilworth Woodson High School. I commit myself to the highest of standards of service to my community and country. If I've not already registered to vote, I will vote. I will register to vote. I will provide moral, intellectual, and financial support through the H.D. Woodson High School Alumni Association. I will encourage others to contribute financially and physically to the noble work of the H.D. Woodson Alumni Association. Class of 2022, welcome to the esteemed H.D. Woodson Alumni Association. Congratulations.
Ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank you for coming out to H.D. Woodson Senior High School's class of 2022 graduation. Graduates, please stand.
Today's a new day, but there is no sunshine. Nothing but clouds, and it's dark in the heart, and it feels like a cold night. Today's